Right now?
Yeah, you're live, man.
Cool. So basically, I've been looking for something that was going to give me more time freedom. I have a 7-month-old baby. I've been working in the car business the last 7 years, just grinding. Every month, I'd get to the end of the month, and I'd find that no matter how good I did, the next day I started from zero again. And it drives me mad. So I'm on a journey to not do that anymore, spend more time with my daughter, have more freedom, travel the world, show her some things that are on my bucket list. So Jordon has been one of my best friends since we were just young. He's always been destined for great things. He comes from a great family, a very educated family. And I actually lived with him for a while in high school. And he's one of those guys, the way he carries himself, you just know he's going to be wealthy and he's going to do great things with his life. So when Jordon brought this idea to me, I watched it. I was 100% all in. This is everything. This is my life right now. So this is a big deal. When Jordon touches something, it turns to gold. And you'll see with the presentation tonight how he's changing the landscape of this business.
Cool, John. Well, I appreciate the introduction. Welcome, guys, to this live webinar Monday night, our new format. So if you're here for the first time, welcome. If you've seen one of these before, this is a brand new way of doing it. So we're really excited to bring it to you. Tonight we're going to be talking about a lot of different things, but just so you get to know me, I come from a conventional background. I was told to go to school, get good grades, and get a good job. And what that led me to was actually a life where I had a lot of school debt, and I had to work really hard in corporations building other people's dreams, and I wasn't really fulfilled with what I was doing. And at the same time, I have a young family. I have a almost 3-year-old boy and a 1-year-old boy, and I never got to see them. And I have a beautiful wife at home that I got to spend no time with. And my life, even though it looked good from the outside, I had the big job and the nice place and all the things that people strive for. On the inside, I was hurting really, really bad. So I was literally on empty. And one night I just came home and I had to go to my second job to pay my mortgage here in Vancouver because mortgages are expensive here, as being one of the most expensive places in the world to live. And as I was leaving for that second job, my little boy just started to cry because he hadn't seen me basically all week. And during that day, I'm gone before he gets up. And he just started to let it go. And he didn't understand why his dad always had to leave. So I put down that, and I never did that second job again. And I started to change my life. And I called one of my good friends named Eric Grzybowski. He lives in Florida, and he had the life I wanted. He had all the time freedom and all the money. He was truly wealthy, both time and money. And I called him and asked him to show me what he does for a living. And he flew up here to the frozen tundra of Canada and showed us how to do what he's done. He's a very successful man. He's 33 years old, owns 63 cash properties in the States. He makes over $2 million US a year without any employees and overhead. So that was kind of a lifestyle that, I aspired to, and I really wanted to change it for my family because I wanted to be there more often. So the concept I'm going to share with you is very near and dear to my heart. And if I get overexcited, that is why. It's because this is something that's literally changed my landscape of my life. Last week, or a week and a half ago, I was able to hand in the resignation from my multi-six-figure job in the corporate world and just be able to pursue what you're about to see full time. So when you're able to do that, it's the most empowering and life-changing moment in your world. And I just hope that you guys will see the same vision that I saw when I first saw this, and you'll have the same results, because I want that for everybody. So here we go. We're just going to start this up. And what we're going to show you today are two very separate concepts, but they run together very, very well. First, we're going to show you how to travel the world at wholesale instead of paying retail pricing. Okay. And then the second concept we're going to show you, if you're open to it, is how to add a second stream of income, which I was really, really excited about when I saw this concept. So those are just the two concepts. All right. So we're going to show you how to travel the world at guaranteed lowest price. And the second thing is just how to add that stream of income. So if you're clear on our goals here, I'm going to move right into the presentation and really hit off what we're going after. Just having one sec, guys. I'll just get this going. So the thing I want you to pay attention to the most is the world is changing fast, okay? And it's changing really, really fast. In terms of innovation, look what's happened, all right? We never go to a Blockbuster anymore. We never use long distance. We have WhatsApp and Skype. We never call taxis, right? This is just how things are moving. So tonight I'm going to show you something that is exactly this type of innovation, but for travel. And for a variety of reasons. These reasons are very, it's a big deal because I've traveled the world. Well, one of my jobs when I was 26 was traveling the world 200 days a year. So I know how much planning has to go into travel and what has to happen to make it successful. First off, I wasted countless hours trying to figure out when to book my flights or what to do when I get there, or am I going to the right place in the right part of the town, or how far am I from certain things? It's just, just frustration all the time. And when I get there, my expectations were on the roof, like they're supposed to be awesome, and I get there, my reality is way down here. And that wasn't something I was cool with. So I was like, how am I going to guarantee myself a great experience, but make sure I get the best deal? So everything you're about to see with this company, okay, and I'm going to introduce it in just a second, you get guaranteed lowest price. And what I mean is guaranteed, I mean guaranteed. For all the package deals that I'm going to show you to do a travel tonight, they have something called the Dream Price Promise. And that Dream Price Promise states that if you book a trip with us and you find it cheaper within 7 days, you got 7 days to shop it, they will refund you your entire money and send you for free. So that's what I mean by guaranteed lowest price. It is guaranteed. If you find it cheaper, you get some awesome free deals. And let me tell you, one of my friends found a cruise $15 cheaper and they went for free just a little while ago. So there's some exciting stuff out there. So the name of our company is World Ventures. Not World Adventures, it's World Ventures. It's out of Texas. It's 11 years old. It currently has over 700 employees and is 29 different markets around the world. They almost hit $1 billion in revenue last year. I believe it was 950 million in revenue. And they're the 677th fastest growing company in the United States of America. They've won accolades from KPMG for entrepreneurship, and they're really well vetted within the world. So when you're looking for a reputable company that's been around a long time, they've got high revenue, they've got great leadership. Those things are really, really good. Sorry guys, I have to put a couple of people on mute here. Just give me 1 second. There you go. Okay, cool. So as we move through this, I'm going to bring a couple people in to talk about what we're going after here, but we'll just move on. All right, cool. So our core product is called Dream Trips. This is not cheap trips. This is not booking on Expedia or booking on Travelocity. These are 4- and 5-star vacations at 2- and 3-star prices. We're talking the dream packages of life, the champagne lifestyle at a beer budget. And that's why I was so pumped, because when I like to travel places, I like the experience I can remember forever. And right now we got 5,000 of these dream experiences on the books for you and your family to go take. The only catch is you have to be a member of our club to go. All right. So what happens is if you get a membership, it includes you and your entire family. Now, if you're single, it includes you and a +1. So you can take a new person on every trip, try them out, and see if they're the love of your life. So everybody finds true love in World Ventures. So I saw this price, and it absolutely blew me away. Like, how can you offer a cruise with all your breakfast, lunch, and dinner and snacks included, like an all-inclusive cruise, for this price? It didn't make any sense. 2 people going for $498. This is where I got kind of skeptical. I'm like, how do they do this? Now, the one thing I want you to note as we go through this is these little blue medallions that are by that price on the right-hand side that say apply 100 points. Don't get confused. $1 is a point and a point's $1. But I'm going to show you a way you can take those 100 points off that 498 to make it 398 for 2 people on a 6-day, 5-night all-inclusive cruise. So it's going to get exciting, but how do they do it? So it was explained to me like this. We've all been to Costco. So this is a good example here in Canada because I don't really know a person without a Costco membership. So when you go to Costco, the reason that you get such great prices is they go to all the big stores and they buy household goods and groceries, on really bulk scales. Well, imagine a company comes along, and we've just done that for travel. So now they'll go to Princess Cruise Lines each month and buy 8,000 cabins, 500 in every ship that leaves port. Do you think they get a better price than Joe Blow buying 1 or 2 cabins on Expedia? Of course they do. This is not discount travel when you buy 20 or 30 at a time for a wedding. This is wholesale travel when you buy thousands and pass that along to the members. So we buy travel like Costco buys bottled water. All right, you may pay $3 at a gas station, but you go to Costco and you're probably paying 13 cents a bottle. Imagine the savings there. So that's what we're doing for travel. So if you can grasp that concept, there's wholesale economies of scale working for you, then you're going to do really well with this. So let's talk about some Canadian trips. This gets me fired up because my wife and I, we've explored the west of Canada. We didn't get to explore the east so much. So this is at the Marriott, which is the highest ranked hotel in Niagara Falls on the Canadian side. And this is for you to go a chance and actually see one of the wonders of the world and one of the great things in our backyard here in Canada. So that's just one awesome trip. Then we got the Maribel de Mexico. This is a 5-star, 4-diamond hotel, which is one of the highest ranked ones in the world. And that room is actually what you get. It's all inclusive with your drinks and your food. It includes actually a dolphin tour right now, or a dolphin encounter right now, and your catamaran ride. I know we have one person on this call right now who's just booked it for April, Mr. Shane Carling. That's pretty exciting. We'll hear from him in a second. The next is from Aspen, Colorado. If you would like to go skiing, this is a ski in-out resort with 3 days of snow passes. These were exciting things just for people who like adventure. You know, there's just so many. Here's a trip to Brazil where you get to go ziplining down a canyon over a waterfall. And I'm like, wow, what an amazing experience. One of the most beautiful countries in the world that you can have. And then there's ones to the Fairmont in Dubai, one of the most expensive, luxurious cities in the entire world. Includes a bunch of excursions to the largest water park in the world and a full-day desert safari tour. And this is where it would really hit off. If you want to gift for your special someone, ladies out there for Valentine's Day, how about buy them something to the Ford 500 Motor Speedway? You really want to impress someone, or you want to impress your friends, guys, this is a great trip. You get those pit passes, and it's a memorable thing. Now, if you want to impress your ladies, guys, here's the trip. You buy them into Greece, and you enjoy an all-inclusive in Greece for an amazing price, and you spend some wonderful time with your lady out there in that part of the world. Now, there's some in our backyard because, you know, we live close to Hawaii. We're one of the closest places. So I know when I was young, I went to all the islands other than Molokai. And, you know, this is just a great deal for a good time, and it's about the right amount of time we normally spend in Hawaii. So when you're looking at these trips, you have to remember it's about dream experiences, and this is really big for a sports fan. We have Super Bowl, NHL, we have UFC, all these different things available, and this is actually semifinals and finals tickets. The tickets are more than this. This is just bulk buying power. There's Super Bowl tickets, which are half value. Like literally, you can get it for half what the ticket is with your trip to the Super Bowl. So there's some amazing packages in there if you love sporting events or special events around the world, like dance concerts and special venues. There's some really cool ones. As I said, Maui, Hawaii, you know, just some romantic vacations at the best resorts with all the special things like submarine tours included. So this is another, like, it's not just America, it's not just Mexico, it's not Brazil, it's the whole world. And here's one in our backyard in Quebec. Just a beautiful winter festival trip you can take with your spouse or your plus one. In the first 90 days here at Dream Trips, we offer you a special discount pricing. And this is because we know if someone actually goes and enjoys a vacation, guess what? They stay with our company 90% of the time. Our product is that good. When someone uses it, we have a 90% retention rate. So we're bad people. We force you to travel. This is a travel club, so everybody knows. And we get to offer you some really cool deals. This is where Mardi Gras happens. It's in New Orleans, Louisiana. You get to pop down there. And you'll see, like, in your first 90 days, you get that massively discounted price. Imagine just $219 a person for 4 days, 3 nights. One of the most gorgeous cities in the United States of America. And if you want to go to New York, I know Mabel's there right now, and she can comment on this. I think she's on a dream trip there. And this is, look at the difference in what you pay. Like, just take a look at that. From $2,877 down to $538. That's such a crazy difference that most people can't even rectify that in their mind. But look at what you can give and get for that. Like, I was just blown away. And this is where I got excited. Are you guys excited? Yeah, right? This is an amazing time. So this is even better. Sin City itself. You know, what happens in Vegas, yeah, it goes on social media, so be careful. It's not like it used to be. But when you look at the price, it includes a helicopter tour, and you get to go to the Venetian SLS or the Lynx. That just pumped me up. These are beautiful places on the Strip that I can finally start enjoying with my family because I have the access to them at the right price. So this is at everybody's bucket list. When you were 1 or 2 years old, you started dreaming of Disney World. Well, here's a chance to go. You get to stay at an amazing hotel. It must be because it's called the Gaylord Palms. and you get your Disney Hopper Pass, and it's only $538 for 2 people. It's making your dreams actually possible, and that's what this company is about, building those bucket lists. So that was Dream Trips. And I want you to remember that dream price promise, because it's guaranteed lowest price. If you got it, say got it sitting in your seat. You feel good, right? This is an awesome, exciting opportunity. Now, we realized at Dream Trips that every trip is not a dream trip. Like sometimes you got to book flights places. Sometimes you got to book hotels on random. And we don't have those available through our Dream Trips. But what we do have is a booking engine, okay, which won the World Travel Awards this year. And you can book your flight, hotel, car rental activities here, and you get the guaranteed lowest price. We have something called the price pledge associated with this booking engine. And what's exciting about that is if you do find something cheaper and you've booked, you just take a photo within 24 hours and you send it to the company, and they will give you 150% the difference in money to go towards travel on this engine on the next trip. So the biggest deal to me is, as I said, I traveled about 200 days a year in one of my corporate jobs before. And I was always looking for the best deal on flights because it would affect my budget, right? And when my budget stayed lower, my bonus got higher. And so if I had this thing called Rate Shrinker then, I would have been so happy. I would never have to worry when to book flights. But now with Rate Shrinker, you can just book the flight and it will automatically book you at a lower rate if it goes down in price. So it runs an algorithm on the computer, just a rotating thing to find you the best price. And so that made me pretty excited. I know we got Mr. Dave Kershaw on here, somewhere here, and I just have to find him amongst all the people. And I like Dave just to chime in and tell me a little bit about your experience with Rovia there, Dave.
Well, simply put, dude, it just works. I mean, recently I used it to book hotel rooms in Phoenix. We were actually there for Momentum, the big World Ventures conference, and it was about $100 cheaper per night than actually going to the Arizona Grand's own website. Believe it or not, Expedia was a little bit more. I also booked a car rental with Rovia. It was about $50 cheaper than Expedia. And then also you get to make a commission. So, I mean, it was about a $550 swing for a 4-day trip. So if you're looking at it just from a customer point of view, that like literally just pays for the membership for a year in itself, just that one transaction. And I've had several people on my team have a similar experience with Rovia. One guy used it to save $1,000 on hotels over 4 nights up in Whistler. So I don't know what to say other than that it just works. I've looked at it enough and done enough searches that it's just we have great technology and it can save you money.
Cool. Thanks, Dave, for chiming in. Yeah, so it's so important to understand the value of this part of our business because it's just a huge piece of value that exists there. And I'm going to touch on that value a little bit more as we move along. But just know that World Ventures, they believe that in the future, you're going to earn your travel. You're not going to buy it. That's going to be something of the past. This is where the innovation really comes in because we already do things like we shop and we dine and we tell our friends the things that we like. So what World Ventures is, they're just incorporating a referral model in there so you make money off doing those things to go travel. So, for example, we have a shopping mall available to you when you sign up for World Ventures that gives you 5,000 stores. So Nike, Apple, Adidas, all those things. And you can just buy from your own stores and get money to use on that engine you saw to go travel. We have something called Dream Trips Local. And Dream Trips Local is just an app. And what you can do is just go in a restaurant, scan your receipt after you bought there, and it puts points or money back into your account to go travel on your next trip. So we found that was a really neat innovation. It's simple to use, really simple to facilitate booking your trips. As you see with this app, it just lists your trips. You can book everything on that app and communicate with your friends because it's a community where you can share what you like and what you do. So this is where we think we're beginning to become definitely the Facebook of travel is with our apps and the way to do things. So the icing on the cake for me personally was a 24-hour personal assistant, 24/7 personal assistant globally around the world. And they live in America and they speak English, which is amazing for most people on this call. You don't normally get that kind of service. So they can help you book your flights, do research on different places you want to go to make it that dream experience that you're looking for. I use it a lot for my date nights. I don't know how to plan a date very well, but my personal assistants do a great job, and my wife is just thrilled when they do that for us and they make some dream evenings occur for us so that you can use them for what they want. It's 24/7 personal assistant. You can call them and set up your account. Once you're set up, you can just email them what you like, and that happens for you, which is really neat. Within 15 minutes, I usually get an email back, and they're already helping me through the process of getting something done. So that's very exciting. So I just want to talk about this, guys, the value that's included here. Exclusive travel clubs like this, they normally cost around $5,000. So you might see a lot of online offers around that mark, around $5,000. And that Dream Trips Local, just for those local deals, like you're going to pay for Groupons and things like that per year. You're talking about $450. And if you can't find a concierge under $12.32 online that does these things, so just think about all these things together with your personal booking engine, the commission you're making back, and the guaranteed lowest prices. You're talking about a $7,500 value sitting right there in front of you. And so what would you really be willing to pay for that, right? For all the things that we went through, what would that be worth to you, right? Well, I'm going to tell you something. I'm going to release some pressure. It's only $200 one time and then $50 a month. Amazingly, just wonderful, perfect deal. If you're excited when you saw the prices, I'm excited too. You won't find a cheaper travel opportunity than this. I know I've sat through timeshares with like $30,000, and I'm like, no, and you run for the door and they try to block you. That's not going to happen here. Now, if you're a platinum member, and I want to talk to the platinums out there, you're like me, you like the VIP treatment, you like limos at the airport, you like those little gifts on your pillow, you like early everything, exclusive trips. That's a platinum member. There's about $3,500 more in value included in that platinum membership over time, and it's only $300 initial and $100 a month. Now, I just want to explain this. All the money that you put into your membership goes in towards a Dream Trips piggy bank account, what I call actually just a travel savings fund. And what happens is every dollar you put in, you get a point. And so those points you saw in those little blue medallions, you can apply towards trips. So imagine go to Costco, getting a Costco membership for $150 for your Black Executive membership, and then they give you a $150 grocery certificate. Would that be great? Well, consider that's what this model is. Every dollar in, you get to use towards travel. So it's like a forced savings travel program. So whether you choose the gold or the platinum, all that goes in, and you can use that towards travel. Now, the only thing to remember here is that $50 a month or that $100 a month, okay, that accrues over 1 year, and it comes to maturity at the end of 1 year. So you either have 600 points or 1,200 points to use on travel in the future at that end of that 1 year maturity date. But all the initial fees you can use right away to go travel to take one of those beautiful welcome dream trips that you saw available. So we have a referral program within our business. So if you refer a gold member, you get 100 points you can use right away to go travel. Okay, so that there's no like waiting a year. You can use that right away when you refer a friend. And 200 for a platinum, so you can actually earn your way towards vacation, which is a really cool idea. Now, in our company, you can refer 4 people, just 4, who hold active memberships, and that waives your membership fee of that $50 a month. So you can get those 600 points if you just have 4 members absolutely free in your account each year to go travel towards a vacation. So that's what got me really excited because, I believe that everyone's got 4 friends out there. And, they can add it to actually go, and then they're getting, part towards a vacation for their family they normally couldn't afford. So that was really exciting news to me. Now, this is the heart of our foundation, or just our heart of our company. Our slogans are fun, freedom, and fulfillment. Now, I want to focus on fulfillment with our company because this is a big deal to me personally, okay? Our main slogan is make a living living, going out and seeing what you want and actually enjoying what makes you happy. But our slogan for this is make a living giving. And I think this is where you really start to live. If you guys are with me on this, this is the greatest value I think we have in our company is we actually get to go hands-on and we get to build bottle schools in South and Central America. And we actually get to build inner city dreams court, which are basketball courts in the inner cities of North America. And they're hosted by the Boys and Girls Club of North America. They're our partner with this. So we're building courts, safe places to play for kids, and we're building schools around the world. So let me give you an example of one of these trips. This is down to San Marita, Guatemala, and it's 7 days, 6 nights. And lots of your money from going down there goes towards building these. And you live around the kids. You help build these schools. You can see the bottles in the background of this getting done. This is real hands-on stuff done by members. This is not us just giving money to charity and hoping things happen. We're an active giving, active living. So this is the biggest deal to me. If you look at those faces in the picture, those can change your life, and those experiences can be what rounds you as a person. And that's what we're all about, is personal growth here. So I just want to let you know what you get today. You get all of this stuff that we talked about: the dream trips, the local, the concierge, the booking engine, the referral program, and a point per dollar put in. Like, just that point per dollar is an $800 value on its own, because you're saving it towards travel, right? But the World Ventures Foundation, to me, was absolutely priceless. This is where I put my flag in the ground and said, I'm all in with this company because of its heart for giving. And so when we talk about the innovation that's coming in the world, this is why we say that Dream Trips is so far ahead of the bar. We can compare it with Netflix. We can compare it with Skype, with Uber, because it is replacing the travel industry. Now, let's just be clear. It's doing it at such a rate that we're taking over whole resorts and helping people achieve their bucket list. Like, you can get your sign and join what we're doing with our 1.4 million members around the world, which is the largest travel club community that exists in the entire world. And we've won the World Travel Awards year after year after year. You can go check that out online. And we do whole resort takeovers for just 5 or 10 people at a resort at a time. You choose what kind of place you want to go, but I like traveling with like-minded people. That excites me. So, that is our entire product. Now, I just want to bring a couple people on here. Maybe Shane Carlin, can you pop on and tell us a little bit about your dream trip there? That'd be awesome, man.
Yeah. Hey, Jordan, can you hear me?
I can, man.
Awesome. Yeah. So I actually decided it was time to book the Marival. But before that, I actually went on my honeymoon November 21st, November 22nd. I got married on the 21st. Honeymoon was on the 22nd. And I went to Playa del Carmen. I ended up paying $2,500 all in for my wife and I. Total, not each, but total. We got 6 days at a 5-star all-inclusive, and it was incredible. It was called the Occidental Grand Escarre. We got picked up in a private Mercedes minivan, and we got driven there all by ourselves. So that was awesome, because it's like a 50-minute drive to the resort from the airport. And they gave us massages at the resort. That was $70 each. They gave us tickets to the biggest theater show. It's called the Escarre, and we were just treated up when we went there. Like, we were treated like royalty. It was an awesome, awesome experience. And then they gave us unlimited day passes to the Escarre Park. It's $100 per person per day. They give us a 6-day pass each. So, I mean, if you add up the value of all that, I think just having the private minivan or the private Mercedes bus transportation was probably an extra couple $100 in the deal. So I think I added it up, and there was at least $1,000 in extras thrown on top of the deal. And because of the dream price, my wife was shopping. Like, she was really, really trying to find the best deal and see if she could beat it. And she could not. The lowest price we could come up with was $4,200 for that trip. So like I said, guys, it was an awesome thing. And then I just booked the Marival. And the next little bit that Jordan's probably going to get into, which will really excite you, which was what got me, I just booked 8 days at the Marival. The Marival Residences is that 4-diamond, the one with the infinity pool. You go outside. In fact, if you're on a computer, go ahead and price check it right now. It's going to cost you over $700 per night to stay at the Marival. That's the lowest possible rate that you'll get, that I've been able to find on the internet. And I paid $0. So, I mean, I think the best kind of vacation's paid for, and that just absolutely lit me up, because I get a 1,500 square foot room, beach views. It's going to be an epic trip.
So Shane, I appreciate your excitement. No one could tell you're excited about that, man.
No, a free $6,000 trip. I'm not excited about it, Jordan. I'm not excited about it at all.
That's awesome. I'm excited with jealousy about that, actually. So that's fantastic, man. Thank you for sharing. So, guys, we really want to touch base now on what's really close to my heart, what's been able to free myself from my corporate career. And we talk about the right opportunity at the right time. When you're looking at industries that are growing, network marketing is growing at the biggest pace in history of all industries. So you look at this thing, and in Asia, this is the most commonly accepted form of practice, and we're normally usually behind Asia by 10 to 15 years. So the storm is coming. Guys like Robert Kiyosaki, who wrote Rich Dad, Poor Dad, and he's heralded as creating more millionaires than anyone else in the history of our planet. He says that if you don't have a network marketing business in the 21st century, you are crazy, to the point crazy. Just before the tax write-offs alone, the home-based business market is the place to be. Not to mention getting those passive income to pass your expenses like I have, so I could free myself from a career and build my dreams. Now, that is what can happen for you. Can you just bring yourself to a spot in your mind, close your eyes, and think about a life where you don't have to go to work, where you get to see people on your schedule, where you don't get to told when to eat lunch and go to the bathroom, where you're sitting free on the beach doing what you want, taking your kids to the park when you want. Life's like that, enjoying it how you want to live it. That's why I'm doing this. There's no fixed schedule. You put the effort in. This is what got me excited, because in this company, guess what? They have the best training program in the world. I'm actually going to get Ernst to tune in here and tell us a little bit about your training trip there, Ernst, if you can hear me, down to Phoenix, because I know a few people on the call went down there. I'd love to hear your experience.
Well, yeah, we were there with about 6 of our team. It was amazing. The input you get is overwhelming. Well, I actually get a big boost to do the presentation myself, to see what kind of people they're on, not only you guys, but so many new people. It's amazing.
Yeah,
I promise you, I will do the presentation soon.
Awesome, Ernst. Yeah, it gives you that added light in your life, right? With 15,000 people there, it's quite an experience. And like, I know you can testify yourself to the training that's available with our team as well. We just go to the next level here. We have exclusive added training programs I'd say this is the best network marketing training in the entire world to set you up for success. There is nothing like it. They actually say to us that World Ventures is a personal development company, Mass is a travel company. That's how great the people are.
Yeah,
absolutely. Well, thanks, Ernst. I appreciate it. And so there's tons of things to talk about today, guys, but I want to make this simple for you. When you get going with us tonight, with all this value that you've seen, you get a website. And this website, you just send people there, click number 2, press play, and it shows them exactly what I'm showing you tonight in a beautifully well done corporate video. So you don't have to go public speak or do all the difficult things that are out there that we don't like doing, because a lot of people are scared to do those things, and that's totally normal. I used to be a scared little guy behind my desk at 24 years old, and mentors took me and they crafted me. And I understand that public speaking is a massive fear. And we don't need you to do that. We just need you to connect people and share the vision, share the dream by offering to bring them to the website. So we can show and become the Facebook of travel. The difference is here, you get paid instead of just Mark Zuckerberg making all the money. So how do you get paid? That's a big question. And that's what I want to share with you right now. So just imagine every first 3 sales you make, if they're gold pack sales, you make $100 in a calendar month, right? Now, remember, if you get 4 people, I said 4 and your fees are waived, it's called qualified in our company. So just imagine 4 qualified, free, they all go together, they're the same thing. And that magic number is 4, because then you really start getting paid. You get that 50 points a month, which is awesome. And you really start to work on towards your dreams. So in our business, we're like the majority of network marketing businesses out there. We have 2 teams, your left team and your right team. So don't get them confused at all. It's just like playing sports. You're just picking teams, all right? And the more people you put on your teams, the more balanced they are, the more money you make. There's 6 ways to get paid in our business. I can chat online all the time about that afterwards for you. And I don't want to confuse you too much. So let's just make it simple, okay? Every 3 people you put in, first 3, you get 100. Every second 3, you get an added 150 if they're golds, right? And we'll just talk everything as if they're golds. And that's personal sales bonus, one of the 6 ways of getting paid. As you said, you can get commissions off our search engines as well. But this is where it got exciting for me, because I like residual income, and most people do. So when you hit $1,600 in sales volume, okay, that's just 5 golds and 1 platinum. You get a $200 a month sales bonus. If that $1,600 in volume keeps coming, you get $200 US in your pocket. That was exciting to me because an extra $200 makes a difference, right? That does make a difference. That makes it a little bit easier for most people. And we have the lowest lifestyle bonus in the entire industry of network marketing to hit. That's massive. This bonus is so, it used to be 3,000. Before that, it used to be 6. Now it's only 1,600. That's achievable for anybody on this call, and that's what's got exciting. Now, if you guys want to make some money fast, in your first 8 weeks, they give you some huge bonuses. This lifestyle bonus, they will literally double it for tier 2 and tier 3 you see in front of you for your first 8 weeks. So if you can max that out, you're making $1,800 US in that one way to get paid. There's 5 more to get paid. Trust me, this is what you want to go after. Your first 8 weeks, let's go hard. I know in my first 8 weeks and Shane Carling's first 8 weeks and Dave Kershaw's first, we went hard, guys. And you know, now we're sitting pretty because we did that. We made that choice to go all in, and baby, did we do it. For my story, in the first 24 days, I hit this rank called senior rep, and this is residual income time. Just know it's called residual income. When you get 30 people left, 30 people right, the 2 teams, remember, 30 left, 30 right, you get residual income, okay, up to an extra $500. But this is what Shane Carling did in 72 days, and I did in 84 days, and this is get hit director. That's 90 left, 90 right, and that's up to an extra $2,000 a month US. Just compute that for a minute. Residual $2,000 US a month. What would that do for everybody on this call? Does that pay your mortgage? It did for me. It allowed me to really evaluate having to be in a corporate career because my passive income slowly passed my expenses and I was free from the rat race. I get to choose my life now, right? This was powerful for me. What is it for you? Imagine your life not having to do what you're told, but choosing to do what you want. Just paste that in your mind right now. Just understand that that's possible with what you're being shown. Just put yourself in that boat, and when you start to see it, you can start to realize it. You can start to manifest it in your life. And this company gives you a chance to manifest your dreams. Not just seeing what you want to see, but actually having the ability and money to go do it, which is so amazing. Now, there's no guarantees, all right? You get in what you put out. That's just the way this business works. And we have a lot of exciting people on here who's been changing lives and doing really good things in this business. But I'm going to share a personal story first, and then I'm going to bring some people on to provide testimony to how well this business works. Now, if you look at those ranks on the left, you're going to see all these different names. I just want to focus on something called director there. The reason is that took myself 84 days, took Shane 72 days to hit. And take a look at the average commission. It's $22,000 US. It's almost $1,000 or $2,000 a month US per month when you hit director, residually coming into your account. That is achievable for anybody. People can do this. They're doing it all the time. Part of the bigger team we're part of, somebody hits this rank every day, which is absolutely amazing and life-changing. Now, if you look down, one rank marketing director, I hit that in just under 5 months. And if you look at the average marketing director, around $55,000 US, which is an amazing amount of money. It allows you to ditch a job and just free yourself and live life how you want. So just imagine sitting there as a marketing director 6 months from now, and imagine how your life would look different. Imagine how your kids would look at you different. Imagine how your friends would look at you different. Imagine just doing exactly what you want to do. How big a smile it's going to be on your face. It's about this big. That's about that big, right? That's what's going to happen for you. That's what's going to happen for you when you take this journey on this value for us. So as it grows, so does your team. Like it just grows, just like you see right there. Boom, 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 boom. Networks of people start flooding in, right? So you have a team like myself of like 1,100 people in 6.5 months. That's what's possible. That is what's possible. Now, I want to bring a couple people on with really strong testimonies about the business. Shane Carling, are you there?
I'm still here.
All right, man. Can you tell us a little bit about your experience with World Ventures, man? Because I just appreciate you so much.
Awesome. Yeah, actually, so from start to finish, so I got started mid-July, and what ended up happening was I got into analysis paralysis because I was really, really busy with what I was doing. And, the last few years I've been doing just a high commission sales kind of gig. And every single month I had to go from zero and make it to hero. And it just wasn't going to give me any sort of time freedom. And there's no silver horizon. So I was working really, really, really hard. And I was actually, and very successful with what I was doing. But I just wanted more time, man. Honestly, I just want to be able to make decisions because I want to do it, not whether I have the time if I can do it, right? And so Jordon showed me this in July, and I just hopped on. I took a leap of faith because I knew that the way that this is structured, he was going to keep putting people in. And I know Jordon, and he's just a total boss. Like, everything he's ever touched is turned to gold. He's got his master's in business. The dude is literally one of the smartest people I've ever met. So he comes up to me and says, "Hey, Shane, I have something you got to see." He shows me this thing. I just went all in. And I figured it out later. 2 weeks later, I decided that, hey, I sat down with our friend Eric Grzybowski, who's doing very, very well with his business. And I think I had some screws loose because I realized I was 2 weeks late. So it was 62 days, it was 54 days after I had that conversation that I hit director. I just went to work. So Jordon says 72, but I actually got started 2 weeks later. So it was more like 54 days, I think. Actually, I hit director. Guys, it changed my life because I hit it. Like, I got that residual income. And ever since then, every single month, no matter what, I've been getting to at least 2,000, just on the residual end, 2,000 US dollars coming in, which is about, $2,700 Canadian. That covers my rent. It covers my car payment. I've made probably about, I don't know if I should say anything how much I've made, but I've made, multiple tens of thousands of dollars in just a short period of 5-6 months since I've been doing this. My wife doesn't have to work anymore. I was able to stop focusing and doing what I was doing before because I'm focused on this now full time. And it's just given me the freedom because I can't tell you what it's like to have no stress financially. Like, you can start making bigger, better decisions because you're just more comfortable in life. Like, I just feel this feeling of peace, and it's so cool that my rent and my bills are all covered. So yeah, anyways, that's it. It's been the funnest thing, the best team, and it's been a complete game changer. And all I want to do right now is help as many people get to that level of director as possible because it's very, very possible. You really don't even, you hardly need that. It's not that many people. Like 180 customers is nothing in this. You'd see how fast this thing goes. It goes like lightning.
Yeah, absolutely, Shane. I really appreciate you sharing your heart, brother, and I admire you so much. You're one of the best leaders I've ever seen in my entire life. You lead by action, by getting things done every day. If you guys ever want to learn something, tune into what Shane does. He's got an energy unlike anybody else. And the next guy I want to bring in the call, he's already commented about the product a little bit, but what you don't know about Mr. Dave Kershaw is he's ran the Vancouver night scene forever. He owns multiple businesses, very successful pubs and clubs throughout his entire life. And he's just all over this, all in. And as a guy who's already a millionaire, we'd love to hear your perception there, Dave, because, we all look up to you. And I'll let you take it from there.
Yeah, man. Thanks, Jordan. When I saw the opportunity, actually, Shane is the one who introduced it to me. I had to, decide whether I was going to step away from running my businesses, which is, I employ about, 80 people almost. But what really made me go all in on this, I think Jordon touched on the fact that, this is a really well-established company because it's really critical for me and my reputation. Because if I don't have my reputation intact in hospitality, it's game over for my hospitality business. The company's really strong, been around for a long time. But the fact that it's brand new in Canada, the timing on this thing, guys, is critical. I can't stress that enough. There's less than 2,000 people on in Canada right now. We are the ones that have the opportunity to take this thing across our country. There's an old saying, timing is everything. And if you've never been standing in the right spot at the right time, that changes now. So I just, as an entrepreneur and a business owner of 20 years, I haven't worked for anyone since I've been, I think a teenager. I just saw this as a blue sky opportunity to run with something really valuable. And I think Jordon did a great job of kind of, explaining the power of our membership and how valuable it is. And then there's the other side where this is just kind of something that I couldn't pass up on. So I just cut all the fat out of my life. No TV, no baloney going on. And any spare time I've just diverted towards World Ventures, and I'm starting to grow. I'm almost a director. So, it's possible for anyone. And, you've got a great team of people here to lead you. So if you see what we see, lock arms, and we're taking Canada. Like, we're not messing around. Like, we intend to be the team that puts Canada in place. And we want to be the ones on the stage saying, yeah, we did it. So if, get back to your friend and just get it going, guys. This is a really once in a lifetime opportunity. I mean that sincerely.
Awesome. Thanks, Dave. I really appreciate your point of view, man. And, I appreciate everything you've done to help us get to this point, opening up Cabana downtown, everything that you do. Now, guys, I really want to focus on letting you know what the pricing is for all of this and what we do. So as you saw, like Dave and John and Mabel and Ernst, they were just down in Momentum. You'll see that on the screen there. 15,000 people in Phoenix. Amazing world-class training in this world. This is why World Ventures is producing millionaire after millionaire after millionaire from zero to nothing, from zero to hero, people who started as janitors, people who started as unemployed, and now they're on top of the world because the training provided here is next to, there's nothing like it. I've never been exposed to it. I've been in personal development all my life. I've been through all the Carnegie courses, Tony Robbins, everything. World Ventures is the best that exists in the world, and I'll stand by that to the end of my days. Now, I want to go over the value that's here. Like, listen, just the product alone, we're talking all that value. With the platinum, you're talking probably like 10 grand in value. Now, if you add the World Ventures business website for 400, and you add the training system, and you add the global business in a box open in 29 markets, you're talking a total value today of like $12,000. That's what people would be paying to try to launch this without a little bit of help. You'll look at a lot of online offers done by internet marketers out there, and they're around this price. They're called high ticket items, and they're trying to get you into these sales. Well, let me tell you today, just to start your business, it's just an added $100 one time ever and $20 a month, the cheapest thing you've ever done, just like flicking a light switch on in your house. That's the price of it. So just to recap, the goal, $200 initial, $50 a month. Now, if you're platinum, feeling good, it's $300 and $100. But let me tell you this. For that $12,000 value, if you get going all in with our training system for platinum, it's only $590 US. And with that included, you get tons more value, exclusive trips, you get roadside in the United States, you get teledoc, you get all these upgrades that exist. Like, platinum is an awesome way to go if you love to travel. Now, if you want to go gold all in with the training system, it's $390, okay? That's almost like $1 a day American. Like, what's your risk? When I saw this, I knew my risk was this. This is brand new to Canada. There's 3,000 people involved, okay? 3,000 in a country with 36 million. That's 1 in 12,000 people if you're going to do the math. That is an amazing opportunity. That there's nothing ground level that normally comes in like this with a well-established company with amazing background in training with what it can do for you that's going to offer at this price. I knew this. When I saw this, I'm going to take the shot, and I took it. And now I got to leave my job. I got to stop being a high-paid slave. I got to be in the real world. I get to spend time with my wife and my kids, and I get to see my parents again, my sister, and the things that matter to me. And there's so many people on this call that are walking the same route as me right now, and they saw this. And for these minimal prices, this is what you can get. All this value, and you get the team. You get the atmosphere, the support, everything that's there. And now, just to get started, it's really easy. All you got to do is reach back to the person who brought you here. Okay, and they're going to get you going. They can sign you up on the website instantaneously. You can be going in the next 5 minutes. So whoever invited you up to this call, we just want you to get back to them. They're going to call you right away because they're going to be excited that you were on the call, and they're going to see you, and they're going to be like, hey, we're going to get back to you. Are you ready? Let's do this, right? Just give them 1 or 2 answers. Both are cool. A yes, I'm in, I'm all in, or no, I'm not. Now, I'm going to stick around after this, and I'm going to answer any questions that are out there because I know people have questions, and we're cool with answering questions here as well because, I'm a very question-oriented person, and some people are. Some people are just like, let's get it done. You see the same vision. You see what we see. Let's do it. All right, guys, thank you for coming out tonight. I'm going to stop the recording and stop the share, and we'll answer some questions for you.